Get ready for some heartwarming news. Two Ohio grandparents, Mike and Melissa, have left the Republican Party out of love for their trans grandchild. Point, period, done. In a video released by the HRC, these lifelong Republicans said they switched sides due to anti-trans laws threatening their grandson. Mike said, quote, "When these anti-trans or anti-LGBT bills started coming out, I felt a real departure from the Republican Party," end quote. According to Melissa, it's been very, very disappointing. It was a no-brainer. I am voting Democrat, and it doesn't take intelligence, it just takes compassion, end quote. Now, that's family love in action. Watch this.
When these bills, these anti-trans or anti-LGBT bills started coming out, I just felt a real departure from the Republican Party. I got some mailings from both the National Republican Party and the Ohio Republican Party, and I cut it up. I sent it back to them, and I said, I voted Republican most of my life, but until you change your policy and legislation on LGBTQ community, I'm not interested in supporting you. I started to see how things were affecting my daughter's family and my grandson, who is transgender.
It's been very, very disappointing. It was a no-brainer. I'm voting Democrat. And it doesn't take intelligence, it just takes compassion. Whether you're a grandparent, whether you're a parent, an aunt, or an uncle.
Some of the laws are really onerous. They ignore professional medical advice. They ignore privacy between the doctor and patient. They just seem to be somewhat out of touch. 30-some medical organizations that all endorse gender-affirming therapies. I'm not smarter than the doctors, and we have legislators who think they know better. We need to let people live and let live, and I don't think this is an issue where the government needs to be involved, and it's an overreach.
Older couple leave Republican Party over trans grandchild. What are we all talking about?
Yay, Amber Rose. See how smart you are. You're so brilliant. Yeah. We're all about love.
We're all about love. No one cares.
Yeah,
no.
Nobody cares. Yay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just like circle back. This is a circle back moment. Like these laws that are being created, who is creating them? Which party is creating these laws or trying to get these laws into pass? Who? It's not the Democratic Party. It is the Republican Party. And I mean, it's brave what the grandparents did and what they're talking about. And it's a beautiful thing. And I just I tell people, I mean, you have to know when to stop, because when you can't get to a person, but I'm like, who are these people representing? They're not representing us. They're representing your tax bracket.
Yeah. That's
you want to save money on taxes. You want corporate taxes to be less so that whatever. They are not representing you. They're not looking at you as a human being. No. They're not looking at you as the grandmother of a trans child.
No.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care that your 16-year-old daughter has a pregnancy that she doesn't necessarily want for whatever reason. It's her choice. They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care that you have a 16-year-old queer person thinking about committing suicide. Yeah. They don't care. But it's all about the money.
Yeah.
And now is when, for me, is when I start cleaning up my Facebook. This is when you start seeing, and it hurts. So get ready for this, because it hurts, okay? LGBTQ plus people, you will see people who love you or say they love you, and then will be going for the right or will be voting Republican. Hear my words, okay? Someone who really loves you will not vote against you, okay? Even if it affects their pocket. Yeah. Even if it affects their pocket, Alex, I had a really good conversation with a Republican friend of mine over the weekend, and he did me the biggest favor by just saying, you know what, Faye, I'll stay home. That is how I will support you. I love you enough. I'm not leaving the Republican Party because I was born into it. That's all I know. Okay? But for you, I will stay home come election day. Yeah. And you know what? If that's all he can offer me, Alex, or say at this point, I'll take it. Yeah. But people who are sitting next to us at a dinner table, parts of our family members are voting for these people that want us dead. And
they'll deny it.
And they'll deny it.
No, that's not true. He's
and
great.
They're not doing that. No.
He has there's so many African American people on his team. Where?
Yeah.
Where? Show me.
Yeah.
You know,
he's
not racist. Where?
He is.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And, it's so these grandparents, way to go to have the cojones to go, you know what, I'm leaving this party. And it's because I might not be around when my trans grandson, gets married and all that kind of stuff, but I want to be able to help in some way, shape, or form right now that I'm here,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand where people would vote for a party before they would vote for humans. And that's literally how Republicans feel. Like they can't go against their party no matter what.
If somebody thinks that the sky is green, there's nothing you can do to convince them that it's not green. The sky is green, period. I don't care what you say. Sure, here's the video that shows the sky is blue. No, the sky is green. What are you gonna at what point?
How are you gonna fight that?
At what point do you stop? You know what I mean? As long as the person that's saying the sky is green doesn't have a gun in their hand, it's not affecting policy for me. You can say the sky is green for the rest of your life. Just don't infringe on my well-being, on my happiness, on my health. You do it. It's America. You can do whatever. My parents came here so that you can say the sky is green.
Yeah.
But as long as you're not creating laws to at my detriment, or anybody's detriment.
For me to have to say that the sky is green after I know it's not, then stay in your corner.
Stay in your lane, So that's kind of like how it is right now, because I get gay guys in the bar all the time that will either go silent if I mention anything, and I shouldn't, and I'm sorry, but sometimes I'll feel comfortable enough to say something in a side remark. You will see guys either go quiet, you'll see a couple of them say something, and so there are people in our community that are still not convinced, and unfortunately, it just takes after January 6th, you're not convinced.
No.
Then how am I going to convince you?
No. No.
And unfortunately, these grandparents, as great as and wonderful like what they did, there are still people that are going to be like, it's staged.
Yeah. And if you want to talk about stage, we can have a whole other conversation about, Kotek's ear.
Oh, nah, I don't think we want to go in. I don't think we want to go deep. Wow. Did you see the guy? Did you see the guy that attempted to assassinate?
I saw a picture of
literally the guy that's at home in his basement playing video games now has the ability to supersede the Secret Service and fire a direct shot at the president.
Yeah.
It just it raises a question mark.
Lots of
I have questions.
I have questions. Why was he playing golf in the morning with no Kotex on his ear, and then all of a sudden at night he had the big thing?
Yeah,
I have questions. And my wife's a nurse. She was saying, okay, a little nick, we wouldn't put anything on it.
You have soldiers that are saying, look at the type of weapon that grazed his ear. That type of weapon at that proximity would have done a lot more than just graze his ear. I mean, these are professional soldiers. These are people that know the gun.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And this little 18-year-old kid.
And this little 18-year-old kid managed to do what he did. Who's dead, by the way? I believe he's dead. They killed him, right?
Yeah.
Did Donald Trump visit the person that gun killed? There was somebody that died in the audience. Who went to visit the family?
Firefighter or something like that.
Who went to visit the firefighter's family? Was it Trump? No, it was Joe Biden.
It was Biden.
Anyway,
and again, and that's the difference. Something else that I had posted was, and Biden called Trump to find out if he was okay.
Yeah.
Again, that would be something that would never happen from the other side. Just thoughts. I mean, they're just facts. It's not even thoughts,